Get it, chat? Let's lock in, chat. Alright, just give me 1 second and then we will rock and roll for real, for real. Pleasure to have you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. You already know what the wow going on. Wow, this Peggy coin is really soaring. Holy moly. Peggy penguins. Peggy penguins. Alright, let's do this. Let's go over here. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. Alright, let's get it. Dun 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 dun. Nice. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, Ynot. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we're talking all things cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, cryptographic encryption. We're talking about altcoins, we're talking about meme coins, we're talking about Bitcoin, and everything in between coins. Looking down, total crypto market cap at $2.4 trillion. We lost $100 billion in the past 24 hours. 24-hour trading volumes down to 105 billion. We lost 20 billion in the past 24 hours. Bitcoin's at 68,300, ETH under 2,000, BNB 630, XRP 136, Solana at 8470. Everything else in the market pretty much middle of the road. We've got Dogecoin, Cardano, we've got Hyperliquid, Monero, Chainlink, Canton, Stellar, USD1, Hedera, Litecoin, Avalanche, Sui, Zcash, Shiba, Kronos, World Liberty Financial, Polkadot, Aster, Aave, and so much more. It's a pleasure to see you guys. Right here is Peggy Penguins. I just made a video about how PEI Company, owner of the original Penguin golf brand, has basically sued Pudgy Penguins for being too similar to their brand. Now they've created a meme coin about this lawsuit approximately 14 hours after I put out that video. And this coin pretty much immediately ran up to 330K. If you guys watched my video, you would have seen the narrative, you would have known this was trending, and you would have been able to capitalize. Lucas got in at 40K. Congratulations, that's a great entry. LG says, quick question, where do you see all those cryptos? That is CoinGecko. This is called CoinGecko. And it's an app that you can get on your phone, or it's also a website that you can visit, coingecko.com. It's one of my favorite at-a-glance macro analysis tools. It's nothing too complicated. It's really just the prices of things. You're up over half a sol on a $15 buy? Well done, brother. Well done. Yeah, LG, that's a good idea. Just made 60% on Perp Protocol. Transferred it all to Solana. Few free Solana coins. Nice. Congratulations, bro. Good luck out there. You had better luck than that guy Machi Big Brother, who I just posted a new TikTok about. A guy who used to be a Hollywood superstar, one of the most popular rap groups in Asia. He lost $75 million on leverage long ETH over the past 6 months. 6 months, he went from $75 million to a grand spanking total of $8,000. He had $8,000 after starting with $75 million. Isn't that funny? Yo, it's good to see you guys. I'm doing great, Benny. Can't complain. My day has been fantastic. Lately, I've been hitting the water before I go live, and that's the best thing ever. Go out, get in the water for a little bit. Water was super clear today. The sun was out. See, Southern California, people complain. They're like, oh, it's too expensive, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of places in the East Coast that still have snow on the ground right now. For me, it's like a summer day. I'm out there swimming. I'm out there paddling. I'm out there, the ocean. I'm in the ocean. Dragon says, what's good, Crypto Rap? I got in on Peggy at 35K, sold at 310, 880,000. Let's get a W in the chat for Dragon. Let's get a W in the chat for a clean little 8X right there. This is why information is important, and this is why I try to upload 2 high-quality, current events-based videos on my TikTok, X, Insta, YouTube, Snapchat, and Zora every single day, 12 hours apart. You can expect me to post a high quality, up-to-date, current event crypto story in a 2-minute length format. That's what I've been doing for the past few weeks. If you guys could go and show love to these posts, it would be amazing. If you can watch the whole thing, if you can like, comment, repost, save. Last night, 14 hours ago, I posted about this exact narrative. I gave the full context, everything that went into this story. So all you guys in the chat saw this coin and got in early because you guys watched my video. Dragon says, I only bought because I watched your video. You guys had that knowledge from the market. I'm taking it straight from the timeline, earlier than anyone else, giving it to you guys fresh. There's no other resource like this in all of crypto TikTok right now. I'm trying to occupy a niche that doesn't exist. This is infotainment. It's cutting edge, it's news, it's education, it's entertainment, and it's high quality posts. This is what the people deserve. So I'm gonna keep posting this, keep running it up. I just made a post about Machi. The Machi coin is not doing so hot. It's at 740K, but the full context is available to you guys. If you go and check out my most recent video, I wouldn't invest in this. If you watch the video, you'll see why. But yeah, there's some good opportunities out in the market. So let's keep looking. It's got to be something out there somewhere. So I'm really impressed with how Peggy Penguin ran, and I'm glad that you guys managed to eat off of that. So one coin that's gone absolutely insane over the past few days is White House. Last time I talked about White House, I told you guys I was not very optimistic. I said that it would take a lot. It would take heavy posting from the main White House account of brand new memes in order for this chart to recover. Well, that's exactly what ended up happening. The White House account doubled down. They've been posting brand new meme edits. They've been relentless with it. This seems to be their wartime media strategy. This is modern day propaganda, right? Back in the day, they used to put posters of Uncle Sam saying, "We want you." Nowadays, they're chopping up meme edits with trap music, mixing Dragon Ball Z with nuclear strikes, and putting that out on the timeline daily. So this coin ran up to $3 million market cap, still skyrocketing, a ton of volume on here. Pretty impressive stuff. Caleb says, glad I stepped away from crypto when I did. Market went to shit. Yeah, it's a good idea to not be holding, but you missed a couple good plays, bro. I'm not going to lie. People are still cooking. It's definitely a harder condition than it was, a couple months ago when you were really grinding. Doc says, bro, I was down a quarter soul for the last 2 days. Peggy got me 2.5x my losses. Well done, bro. It only takes one play. It only takes one play. Seriously. Here's BioLLM. This is actually a coin that I showed you guys all the way down at 50,000 market cap after this first rug. And I explained it to you guys that they somehow managed to hook up biological cells, I believe neurons, brain cells, connected directly to an AI. And that AI is now calculating and operating using human brain cells. This thing went up to 560,000 market cap. It's got an insane narrative based on cutting edge tech that I don't think we've heard the last of. This is the closest thing we have on the planet today to an actual real life cyborg. This is straight up cyborg technology. It's at the intersection of biology and tech, an AI that actually has a human element to it. It's pretty uncanny, actually. It's pretty strange. But yeah, let's keep locking in. Another day, another dollar. You already know what's going on. Peggy Penguins. Let's go back. The funny thing is, I pulled Peggy up when I was still finishing posting my TikTok. I was making this TikTok right now, and I was going live and getting everything set up. I pulled it up, and it was at 30K. I finished the TikTok, I posted it, I started the live, all of that. Suddenly this thing is at 350K. I was not expecting that, honestly. This thing ran up like crazy. Give me a second, I'm gonna go get a water real quick. Where'd my water go? Alright. I'm back. It's good to see you, Health Shop. Good to see you, Nitro. Another day, another dollar. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. as per usual, and I'm your host, Why Not? I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we are locked and loaded in the trenches. You already know what the fuck going on. You already know what the fuck going on. It's good to see you, Booyah. Booyah! Speaking of cyborg, because this is cyborg technology, and Booyah is what cyborg says. This is a crypto rap exclusive. Everybody show some love. Tap that screen. Drop a comment in the chat if you're a real one. It's a pleasure to have you guys. This is a crypto rap exclusive, and we just got started, so don't go anywhere. Here's a coin called Bulls. It's in Hebrew. It says, you are not bullish enough or something? This thing topped out at 7,000, just freshly bonded less than a minute ago. Rugging hard right now. A lot of bundlers in this. A lot of the top traders are bundlers, actually. Every single one of them. Cupsy's in this. I don't see Scented in this, but Cupsy is just selling the shit out of this chart, driving it straight down. I wonder how that continues, but I'm not going to look at it. What was that AI one? It's called Bio LLM. Good to see you, 8 Believe. I hope everything's good out in Egypt. Beautiful country over there. Lobstar still on the climb, cracking 5.1 million after bottoming out at 1.5. We saw this at 3 million yesterday, so it gained $2 million market cap just since the last time we saw it. It's up over a 3 times from the bottom. This thing is actually surprisingly resilient, despite the fact that they gave away their supply to a guy in Guinea. Let's keep looking around. Scam? The coin's at $5 million, up 3 times from the bottom. What do you mean by scam, bro? $5 million is a lot of money. Have you ever had $5 million in your life? No? Does that make you a scam? Look, this thing topped out at 650K, bottomed out at 200K. Now it's at 318. I don't think this looks that good, honestly. What if? Oh my goodness, minus $176,000 on the P&L calendar. Chat, that's my P&L. How did they find a screenshot of my P&L? Chat, they literally, who made this? Somebody found a screenshot of my P&L. I'm down 176,000 exactly. How did they figure that out? That is crazy, chat. I'm baffled. I'm baffled. Let's keep looking around. Man, let's see if there's anything else good going on right now. What the fuck is this? Punch the Monkey is absolutely collapsing. The chart has abandoned him like his own mother. Nobody wants this chart, like none of the monkeys at the zoo want him to be their friend. All of these coins down bad. Goon Blocks from Frenzy. Was it an official Frenzy launch, or was it just listed on Frenzy? Goon Blocks topped out at 172,000. Weather is awesome there. Nice. Shout out to Goon Blocks. Frenzy is such an underrated app, honestly. If you guys still haven't downloaded Frenzy or signed up at Frenzy, I highly recommend you at least check it out. The push notifications they send me like 5 push notifications every day about what coins are trending and about what coins are multiplying and stuff, and it's pretty helpful. I'm not gonna lie. Even without opening the app, they're still sending me alpha. Interesting. This chart seems to have done almost a full recovery now. Brand new all-time high at 82,000. We saw this as low as 20K when we watched Cupsy selling right there. Now it's at 54K. Topped out at 80K. Still pushing hard. So far, so great. God Candle right there. This thing's still climbing up. Pretty interesting. You are not bullish on your money, it's called. It's all in Hebrew. Interesting. Alright. Holy God Candle. Whoa! Scented is officially in, now at 100,000 and skyrocketing. This is crazy. Cracked 120K, up 6 times from when we pulled it up on my stream literally just 5 minutes ago. Did any of you guys catch this? 5 minutes ago we pulled this up. This is the same pattern that we saw yesterday when we saw the other Cupsy scented coin. The other Cupsy scented coin mooned like crazy after a deep retrace. We know how these guys operate. We know their psychology. We know that they're insider bundler ruggers, but we know they like to run the coin up to at least 100K before they pull the plug. This was a bit of a no-brainer. Bottoming out at 20K, climbing all the way up to 120 now. Easy 6 times in the past 6 minutes. That is crazy. Hebrew? Yes, it's Hebrew. Let's find the tweet. You see this? This is what it says. You're gonna have to translate, bro. You're gonna have to translate. You are not bullish enough. You are not bullish enough. You see this? That's what it's called. Is that what it says? Hey, it's good to see you, Vinny. Welcome. Binance just lifted its caution status on Flow. Nice movement today. Flow is what? Like an altcoin or something? Binance is so funny, honestly. They are the kings of market manipulation. Let's go take a look. Bitcoin is down. Is Bitcoin down 4% today? Holy moly. The market got hit with a truck, chat. I told you guys that it was going to be rough going into the weekend. That liquidity thins. It's the end of the business day now. Wall Street is closed. This is when real market manipulation is going to happen. This time last week was when we began the offensive in Iran. This time last week was when we bombed their major defensive infrastructure, sending the market into turmoil and dropping the price of Bitcoin 10% in 24 hours. This time last week. Now, Wall Street is closed. Institutions and banks have packed up for the day and they've got home. And now, the real manipulation in the market can begin. And crypto is about to capture most of it. This is going to be a wild weekend. It's good to see you, Oz. Welcome, bro. Let's pull up Flow. Flow up 25% today. Heading out to another Stand with Crypto event in LA right now. God damn, what why are they hosting an event every week? What are they up to out there? Finally got the vet back on the road. I saw you in the shop with it the other day with your shit with the there was like a screw that came out or whatever, and it was like you were worried that there was plastic all over in your shit, but I'm guessing there wasn't plastic all over in your shit. Interesting. So this altcoin is home to Ticketmaster, Mattel, Dr. Seuss, the NBA, the NFL, La Liga, Joyride, and so many more platforms. And it was just removed from the Binance watch list. The security incident has been resolved after they had a compromise in December of 2025. And this thing ran up quick. Spencer says, I'm in LA. Can you connect me? It's probably just on Luma, right, Oz? It's got to just be a Luma event, right? There's no way that that's a private thing. Let's look around. It's on Luma? Yeah, it's on Luma. Just find the Luma event, Spencer. This thing topped out at 92,000. Right now it's at 70K, bouncing a little bit. Pete the Penguin. Pete the Penguin. This is the official name of Original Penguin, the mascot, that they are suing Pudgy Penguin, saying that he looks too similar. This thing is skyrocketing right now. Crody's has been having his fingerprints all over all of these charts, man. Did Pudgy just rug? Wow, Pudgy just rugged. No. This isn't the right one. This is a vamp attack. Where's the other one? Oh, it's right here. 200K. Topped out at 378. Fell down quite a bit. It's alright. That lawsuit is a joke. Yeah, I can't believe it.
This is a crypto.
Like, I can't believe it. I don't really understand why they did that. Like, it's disappointing, honestly. This is my problem with lawsuits. Like, lawsuits are such bullshit. Anybody could just file a lawsuit for anything. Free promotion for both brands? Bro, all this makes me do is want to boycott Original Penguin, bro. Same is true for a lot of Pudgy holders. Pudgy Penguins get over 1 billion impressions every month on their GIFs and on their posts. Original Penguin probably gets less than 100 million a month. They're just trying to vamp attack the attention, bro. I want Pudgy to crush them. I want Pudgy to countersue for defamation and make them pay punitive damages of tens of millions of dollars. You're in White House still? Nice, bro. I mean, that thing mooned. 2.6 million in climbing. Look, 500K at the top. A lot of motion here on Chud. This thing launched. 230K. Rug pulled. All the way down to 3,000 market cap. Then it instantly wicked up to 128. Rugged again to 20. Then all the way up to 450. Insane motion on that chart. EU is having to increase 1/3 plus on all petrol cars next Monday. The chaos is arriving. What do you mean increase 1/3? Like there's a 30% tax being added on gas cars? You know, people are predicting that the price of gas in California is going to go over $8 a gallon because of what's going on in the Middle East right now. Over $8 a gallon on gas. And Oz has to pay... Oz has to pay so much money in gas already on his old Corvette. Hellshop says, there's a new chud every day and they all moon. It's so stupid. Yeah. I wish someone would just make it actually go up and stay up. Thoughts on Boob? They have donated $65,000 to keep a breast foundation. Really, bro? Boob? Boob? 4.1 million. The coin is called Boob. Zoom out on this. Recently topped out at 5.56. It's 1 month old. This thing's actually been doing really well. Pretty good looking chart for a coin that's over a month old. I guess the boobs have actually been moving. This chart is absolutely jiggling upwards. Well done. 2 euros per liter here. Gallon is like $7 to have one idea. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's terrible. That's terrible. They're really trying to price you guys out. The Lambo's a little bit of a guzzler too, I'm not gonna lie. But fuck it. There's not an electric Lamborghini yet, is there? That's what we need. We need something like the Porsche Taycan, but for Lambo. Like if we could get an all, there is? Is it? It's a, but it's like a Urus or it's a coupe style. It's custom? Well, that doesn't count. Okay, wait. In 2028, the Lanzador. Okay. But they said that it's delayed or being replaced by plug-in hybrid. Come on. Just give me a Lamborghini that's electric. The shop you own does electric conversions? Interesting. I'd rather stick to gas. I want to hear the engine roar. Yeah. I'll just put some speakers on the car that go What that dog doing is down quite a bit. This thing topped out at 8.3 million, which was insane. Dragon XL says, I'm down 70% on X Money, bruh. No way! The 1 year old coin about nothing relevant in the market today that got bundled, scammed up to a new high is down 70%? I thought it was really gonna come back, bro. I thought they really brought it back. 1 year old and zero reason for the coin to moon, bro. I could have sworn that they were actually running it back, bro. Wow. Down 70%. Who would have thought, man? This market's crazy, bro. Sometimes the best coins just don't run, man. That's really sad. You fucking dummy. Alright. Cheers, Oz. Be safe on the road, bro. Get there safe. Have fun, too. I expect you to go live. I'll tune into your live when you get there. I bet it'll be a lot of fun. Chat, if any of you guys are in LA, pull up on Oz at the Stand with Crypto event today. It's going to be a movie. You could do a spot-on Tommy Chong impression. Yeah, maybe. I used to inhale like he did too, but I've been sober for about 4 months now. XPT is mooning. Let's go take a look. Oh, the camera turned off? Let me put it back on. Wow. The coin that's bundled 70% is mooning? That's really interesting, bro. I never would have expected that. The coin where 80% is held by the top 10 holders is mooning? That's really impressive, bro. That's really impressive. I'm so glad that the devs so graciously decided to hold 70% of the supply on this token so that the price could go up. That was really kind of them. I bet there's 0% chance that they're ever going to sell any of that supply that they hold 70% of. That tokenized real estate token you saw? Yeah, I remember. Look, I have a rule of thumb. I have many rules of thumb in the market. One of my rules of thumb, you guys have heard it. If there is a 3-letter ticker, if the ticker is 3 letters, and one of those letters is X, fade. If there's a 3-letter ticker and one of those letters is X, that is a LARP and a scam. That's my rule of thumb. Again, do your own research. But if there's a 3-letter ticker and one of those letters is X, that's a rug and it's a LARP. They are lying about their technology, and that coin is getting sold by the team. 100% of the time. That's the rule of thumb. He's an XRP influencer on TikTok. That is so funny, bro. That is actually hilarious. He said, copy my homework, but change it up a little bit. Okay. Instead of XRP, we'll make it XPT. Okay, great. Yeah, we only have 2 out of the 3 same letters. And we moved the order of one of them. Nobody's going to be able to tell. That's crazy, man. Imagine making tokenized real-world assets based on XRP and then launching the token as a Solana meme coin. Yeah. XRP, XLM, XPT, rugs.
Generational
Jake
wealth.
Claver said XRP will reach 10K. I honestly don't know who Jake Claver is. Wait. Oh my fucking god, bro. I'm not surprised that this guy says that XRP is going to 10K. Look at the circumference of his neck, bro. Why does he look like an albino gorilla? Full respect, because this guy could definitely kill me in a single punch. But would you really take financial advice from a guy that's more closely related to a primate than Brad Garlinghouse? Oh, fuck! He's right behind me, chat. He climbed to my penthouse like King Kong. It's crazy. He's met with Brad multiple times. Yeah, I bet they get together and they And then they're like, can't believe we sold another 100 million of our XRP stack. These retail are so easy to trick. Yeah. Let's lock in. Every video he does is AI. That's pretty funny. I mean, I use AI pretty extensively in my videos, but not for me. You know, I use it like for the backgrounds. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. Bro, you only talk without trade. Yes, I only talk without trade. Excellent observation, Davka Aditama. I do not trade on my stream. Never. That is not the point of my stream. What do I think about H-bar? H-bar is really funny because it's supposed to be like the institutional blockchain. But why? This is my genuine question. For anyone that's bullish on like an institutional blockchain, that means that they're building blockchains for companies and they're trying to onboard companies to use their blockchain. Why would a company use somebody else's blockchain when the tools are available in the market today that literally anybody, any company, especially a Fortune 500, especially a company listed on Wall Street, can make their own blockchain? Why would they go out of house for something that they could easily do in-house? That's my genuine question. Why would somebody use H-bar, like for example, JP Morgan Chase? Why would JP Morgan Chase use H-bar when they can make their own blockchain and have it be exactly what they want, exactly what they need, not based on technology that's over 10 years old and actually fully controlled by them? Why would they sacrifice fees? Why would they sacrifice the integrity of their tech? Why would they accept limitation on a blockchain that's 10 years old when they could just make their own? That's like a real question. It's not hard to make a blockchain. Fucking guys that sit at their computer and eat pizza make blockchains. So yeah, I don't know.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Swift can do the same thing by upgrading their system. What's that? Is that another blockchain? Institutional blockchain? Business blockchains to me are kind of funny. Like, this is not B2B SaaS. B2B SaaS was like the previous generation of scamming companies into giving you a bunch of money. Blockchain I don't think works like that, in my opinion, but maybe I'm wrong. Look at this brand new all-time high here on Pete the Penguin. We saw this a little bit down at 30K. Saw it run up to 90K. Retraced down to under 20K. Now it's back up to 122. Who the fuck is this Crody's guy, and why does he only buy high and sell low? What is this guy's fucking problem? He bought right up here, and then he sold down here. Then he FOMO'd back in at the Pico top over here. This guy's the worst fucking trader I've ever seen. This guy cannot trade. What is his problem? Why is this guy a tracked KOL? Get this motherfucker off my chart right now. I don't want to see this guy buying high, selling low, and then FOMOing back in for double the price that he initially bought at. He literally always does that. It's because he has side wallets and he's looking for exit liquidity. You best believe that when he buys, that's a signal that he's actually selling on the side. So your best thing to do is probably counter trade. When you see him buy, you should sell pretty much every time. Notice how he marked the top right here, and then he marked the top right here. Swift is network banks used to send secure payment instructions to each other internationally. Interesting. I see him in almost every new coin too, and right at the peak before he drops. Look, it's like clockwork. Whenever you see this guy buy your chart, get the fuck out. Look at what just happened. It's the same pattern that just happened on the other downtrend too. This guy has so many bundled wallets and he just nukes them. He just nukes them. This is the kind of important stuff that you guys should be paying attention to, right? He signaled the top on both of his buys, and both of those buys immediately followed by at least a 40% retrace. Right here was a 40-50% retrace. And interestingly, both times you could have bought those bottoms and been up about 50% almost instantly. So pay attention to these signals. Pay attention to these signals. Like there's real opportunity in reading the psychology of these pro traders. But yeah, that guy he's ass, I'm not gonna lie. Man, my lives have had so few viewers lately. So few viewers lately. Good to see you, Zintoa Dian. Obito says, remember me? Vaguely. I mean, I remember that you existed in my chat before, but I don't remember why. Thanks for sharing the live. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for tapping. I appreciate it. Oh, Dave448812 with default profile picture and random string of numbers with random generic name. I definitely remember you, bro. You stand out. You stand out a lot. Well done, bro. Let's keep logging in. War Parabolic, where's it at right now? It's at 50 mil? Goodness gracious. This thing topped out at 65? Wow. They are criming the shit out of this. Jersey says, you told me to sell. Jersey, I will never tell you to sell. I will never tell you to buy. I will never tell you to sell. I will never tell you to buy. I said, this chart is currently at a new all-time high at $45 million. This seems like it would be a decent place to take profits.
Generational wealth.
Did I say, Jersey, get out of this chart right now? This thing's going straight to zero. Oh my God, Jersey, you need to sell your stack right now. No, you're a grown man. You make your own financial decisions. Jeez Louise. Coleman says, I had an hour-long convo with apparently you the other day. I guarantee that was not me, bro. I guarantee that was not me. Good to see you, All Day Smile. Welcome. Dubai? You said Dubai? What do you mean I said Dubai? What did I say Dubai about? Dubai is a nice place, honestly. I've actually never been to Dubai. I've only ever been to Abu Dhabi. This thing's at 140,000 and climbing. This is called Slop Coin. Pretty impressive stuff. Oh, absolutely, Obito. You are a 16-year-old who managed to crack the code for AGI-infused trading, and you've now made thousands of dollars off of a bot that you vibe coded with ChatGPT. I totally believe you, bro. I remember when I was 16 and I vibe coded an impossible to create money printer that made infinite money on chain. How much does it cost, bro? You should privately DM everyone in the comments right now and ask them if they want to get in on this incredible deal that you somehow created at the age of 16. Uh, 160K at the top. Yo, good to see you, bro. Welcome to the stream. Another day, another dollar, you feel me? Flork? Is that a coin? There's a coin called Flork. Flork. This is such an old coin. Not even this one that's 24 days old. There's another Flork that was created during the AI bull run of 2025. Sorry, late 2024 into early 2025. That Flork ran up to almost $100 million market cap. It was almost $100 million market cap. Tung 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 Sahur. This thing's not doing so hot anymore. Good day, bro. Please help me for school fees. Exams is next week. I messaged you, bro. I can't without... Bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck with your broke ass and your dumb ass, bro. You can't afford to go to school, so I gotta pay for you? You're so fucking stupid that you think you should be begging in my TikTok chat? Apparently you didn't learn anything at school, bro. Usually people go to school so they can learn things so that they could get a job. How about you try getting a job, bro? Employment is really, it's powerful. When I was in school, I was working 3 jobs. 3 jobs. In the summertime, I worked overtime. I worked 3 jobs to get through school. I worked overtime in the summertime. And you're here in my chat begging. You're here in my chat begging. Are you serious? You could go fuck yourself, bro. Dead ass. You gotta be one of the stupidest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my entire life, man. You're not gonna pass those exams. You're dumb as a rock. That's crazy. Am I related to Mr. Beast? Yes. Mr. Beast is my biological second cousin, actually. This thing topped out at 3 million, bottomed out at 1.17 million. This was a really exciting coin for a while. Now not looking so hot. Let's go look at Shape. Shape was another one that was pretty popular. 2.4 million. Recently cracked an all-time high at 3.5, which is an insane chart. A lot of people on the timeline talking about this one. It's a Milady Cabal coin, and the Miladies have crawled all over this. And even Chillhouse recently tweeted a Shapes-based post. What's funny is this is not really trending outside of X. Like, you guys have not seen any Shapes-related content on TikTok, for example. But this thing right here has been going absolutely parabolic because of that presence on the X timeline. X is a little bit of an echo chamber, and those guys will ape anything that they think is popular. And this is a coin that they think is popular. And the ladies have a little bit of money behind them, but they have a notorious reputation for scamming. So be very careful in the long term on that chart, but it's one of the most exciting coins to come out in recent history. And funny enough, we saw that coin all the way at 10,000 market cap on my stream. And then it went up to 4 million. That's a 400x. That's why you guys watch my stream. A 400x from the stream. It's pretty impressive. Every $1 you put in would have been $400. This coin just launched, a lot of volume, Cupsy's fingerprints all over it, bottomed out at 20k right now. Little bit of a dip coming, but with Cupsy in there, we've seen this a few times, it might actually run. It might actually run. It's rugging pretty hard right now. It might go straight to 0 and stay there. There's 40% bundlers, but with Cupsy in there, Scented might follow soon. And if Scented follows, this thing could low-key send. I'm not gonna lie. Let's keep an eye on this one. Again, it's anyone's games right now. There's no guarantee. But Cupsy doesn't just bid with both his wallets on any old random coin. Usually they rug immediately after his bid. This thing bottomed out at 13,000, starting to get some more KOL bids. What will really rocket this is Scented. We'll see. We'll see. Does Scented tag in, or does this go straight to 0? I'm really interested right now. Okay, it's now a new low. Second KOL sell. Still 35% in the bundle here. Let's see. Recently bottomed out at 11k now. I'm just curious. If only we had a time machine that could allow us to see 3 minutes into the future. I think that's all we would need to determine whether or not this coin's going to run. Let's keep watching. Something's telling me that Cupsy's probably going to sell soon. Low key. He's probably going to sell the bottom of this and just drive it straight to zero. I don't think they're getting the attention that they want on this right now. Interesting. Interesting. I'm invested in this one, chat. Not literally, but figuratively. I'm eager to see where it goes. I'm waiting for there's two things can happen. Cupsy sells and this chart goes straight to zero. Scented buys and this chart sends to migration. The thing that would determine it is narrative. I really don't understand this coin. It's called Forehead, and it's a guy that's drawn on his forehead. I guess he's selling ad space on his forehead. Companies can pay to get ad space on his forehead. Chat, should I buy the $75 slot right in between his eyebrows? That actually seems like a good idea. I could advertise crypto rap in the slot right between his eyeballs. Thank you for the cowboy hat, partner. I appreciate it. What's the matter, Rico? You down bad? This thing's going down. Oh, another buy? That's crazy. That's crazy. We'll come back to this one. Stingy today? That's okay, bro. I feel you. Cowboy hat's good enough, brother. Let's keep looking around. Yep, White House made it all the way up to 2.4 million. Actually, recently topped around 3 million, which was pretty awesome. Let's go pull it up. White House, 2.4 million. Let's see. All-time high was just around here at 3 million flat. They have been going ham, posting crazy memes on the timeline, including edits that include clips from Dragon Ball Z, from Call of Duty, and obviously footage from the war as well. This is the modern day propaganda machine. This is what they are doing. They are literally just mad memeing the shit out of this. Pretty insane run up. Opa und Enkel says, you shouted at me for being in White House. And I'm going to shout at you again for being a stupid, whiny, crybaby bitch. How about you shut the fuck up and you make your own grown man decisions and you don't whine like a little crybaby when I am mean to you on my stream, bro? Huh? How about you man up? You look like somebody's grandpa. Act like a grandpa, bro. You know, sometimes the kid's gonna be mean to you. That's okay. You still love them unconditionally. You go and get your bag and you shut the fuck up. Hurts your feelings? Well, guess what, buttercup? This is the market. Nobody gives a fuck about your feelings in the trenches, bro. They will take your money and they will run. They will rug you. Blind. Bark says you have been so aggressive lately. Bark, don't think that you're immune from this. With your dumb ass, trying to police my tone? Bart, you've done nothing but bitch and moan in my chat for the past week. How about you shut your bitch ass up, bro? Are you serious? Get the fuck out of my chat right now, you dumb motherfucker. I swear to God, bro. Who's next? Who's next? I'm coming for all of you.
Generational wealth.
Yeah. Let's keep pushing it. You ain't said nothing, and that's the problem, Turbo. What you so quiet for, bro? You should be talking in my chat. Where's your engagement? Huh? I'm waiting for you, bro. I want your input. I want your insight. You're quiet, dumbass, bro. Too stupid to form an opinion? Come on, bro. XRP is $10,000. Nice, nice. XRP is going straight to 100K per coin. Check out Corvus. Let's do it. Corvus, $536,000 market cap. Recently topped out at 1.3 million. 20 hours old. Funny enough, I feel like we saw this when it first launched. It was a really low market cap. 30K or something like that. It's a crow. This thing had hit a low floor for hours. Literally like 6 hours on a very low floor. I think we saw this around 30K. Out of nowhere, this thing wicks up like crazy. Saw it at 34K. That's crazy, bro. We saw it at 34K. This thing ran right up to 1.3 million. That is a lot of X's in there. More X's than I got in Texas. A really impressive chart. Now it's kind of bottomed out and fallen a little bit. I don't really understand the narrative here. I guess it's an AI agent. People like agentic shit. There's been a lot of coins like this, though, that you can't really predict the price action. These coins spend hours on the floor. The only thing that would tell you whether or not this is worth investing in is the narrative. And this is why it's really important to do your due diligence and do research on the narrative. Because if you find one of these undiscovered gems, one of these on the floor coins that actually could run up, then you're going to be in a good spot. Here's a brand new forehead coin, not the one that we just looked at that was pretty ruggy. This one's got a lot more volume to it, up to 30K, which is higher than the other one was at. I don't even see the other one anymore. It's probably one of these that's down at 9K or whatever. Everyone's launching a coin based on this forehead narrative. There's so many vamps. There's actually 4 of these coins. Me personally, I don't think that this coin is cool enough to warrant that amount of vamps. I think liquidity is spread too thin and it's going to go straight to zero. This long shot coin, we saw at 40,000 market cap. This thing just wicked up like crazy. 220K right now. Cupsy bidding the top. Insane motion on the chart. What do I think about X money? That shit fucking sucks and it's a rug. What do I think about Rizter? That shit fucking sucks and it's a rug. Neither of those coins are worth investing in. Neither of those coins are even worth looking at. One of them is a year-old obsolete bundled rug pull. The other one is a month-old obsolete bundled rug pull. Thoughts on Lucky Coin? Again, that coin fucking sucks and it's a rug. Never buy a coin that somebody tells you to buy on TikTok. That is one of my strongest convictions in crypto. If somebody's on a stream telling you that they're, you know, buy this coin, it's the next big thing, we're going to run this up, look at my P&L, look at my wallet, look at all the tens of thousands of dollars I have in my wallet. If you are flexing less than mid 6 figures, then you are broke. I'm sorry. And if you have more than mid 6 figures, you would never flex it. If you have 7 figures, you would never flex it unless you were fucking dumb. And there's a lot of people out there that are fucking dumb. For example, that John Lick kid. John Lick recently got arrested in St. Martin in the Caribbean. Recently got arrested because he went band for band in a Telegram chat and revealed his $20 million portfolio. Well, those $20 million he actually stole from the US government. And they were able to track his wallet, reverse the attack, and find him in St. Martin's and arrest him. He now faces decades in federal prison for flexing band for band in a Telegram chat. The dumbest thing that you can do when you have money is show people that you have money. You guys live in real life, right? Like, you guys have been out there in the real world. In the real world, people are stupid and people are poor, okay? And that is a dangerous combination. Have you ever seen someone that you were like, holy fuck, how is this person even walking around right now? Like, I see this all the time in the car. Have you ever seen someone on the road that is just so brain on backwards dumb in the way that they drive that you're like, how the fuck did this person even get a license? Have you ever seen, you know, a crime that was committed for a small amount of money? Somebody, you know, shot and killed over a pair of Jordans that cost less than $200 or something like that. These are real things. People have died for less. Why on God's beautiful green creation full of splendor and joy would you ever flex your money to strangers that are dumb and poor and are probably willing to commit violence in order to take that money from you? It just doesn't make any sense. Anybody that actually has money would never do that shit. It just doesn't make any sense. Adrian says, gang, you don't even have 0.01 in your wallet. Adrian, exactly. Exactly. I don't have any money, bro.
This is a crypto
I never made a
rap
penny in
exclusive.
crypto. I don't have a cent to my name, bro. I'm broke. I don't have a dollar, bro. I have no money. So don't you worry about me, bro. Don't you worry about me. All Day Smile says, do you have a good suggestion of a new project for me? Can't find a good project today. Sorry, bro. Everything's been pretty weak in the market. Why am I not working a job then? It's a good question. If I'm so broke, how am I able to spend so much time on the stream every day, at pretty much every hour of the day? If I'm so broke, why don't I work a regular 9-to-5 job? Huh. Huh. Well, you never called me broke. You just said that I don't even have 0.01. Interesting. You're just saying, where's my balance? Too slow. All right. Yeah. Lambo Ledger? What the hell? That's right, bro. It comes with every new purchase of a Lamborghini. They include it in the little gift bag with the hat and the hoodie and the... They are suing the government? Nintendo? Yes. Nintendo is suing the government for tariffs. They're mad about the money that's been taken in tariffs. My company's pretty excited about it. My company, I'm a co-founder of a Deepin project. We produced, 10,000 units of hardware in the peak of tariffs. They took hundreds of thousands of dollars from us in tariffs, and now we're getting refunded. Now we're getting a lot of money back pretty soon, which is pretty awesome. It'll be a little Christmas bonus. I mean, we produced over 10,000 units of our hardware miner overseas in Shenzhen. And now that they've reversed the tariffs, we're getting all of that money back, which is awesome. And it also might mean that we can pass those savings on to our customers. Here's Peggy Penguins. Fell down to 117,000 market cap, climbing up. Dot says, why do you not do Forex or other types of trading? Why memes? Forex is slow and boring. Stock market is slow and boring. I don't care about the conversion rate between foreign currencies. It's like the dumbest shit ever. I don't care about Nvidia. I don't care about Amazon. I don't care about Disney or Apple. That shit is so boring. Crypto is fun. Crypto is trading culture. It's trading attention. It's trading memes. It's trading trends. It's the most exciting market on the planet. It's the most volatile. It's the most dynamic. And it's the finance in its purest form, right? Like, these are markets for market's sake. This is straight up like, this is just finance. There's no bells, there's no LARPing of some company. There's no shareholders. There's no stock market manipulation. There's none of that. It's literally just the raw market. That's it. And so it's the most extreme. I like to call it the extreme sports of crypto, the extreme sports of finance. I can't get my rocks off by buying Nvidia stock and sitting in it. I can't get my rocks off by trading Australian dollars for Korean won. But I can get my rocks off by full stack aping into what that dog doing and watching it run up to 6 million. Can you profit from it though? Absolutely, bro. Because it's the most volatile, because it's the most dynamic, for many of you guys, this represents your best opportunity to actually make it. Because you can start with low capital and you can run it up to insane amounts. I've seen people turn $300 into $1 million. I've seen people turn $70 into $200,000. Me personally, I've turned very small amounts of money into pretty large amounts of money. In the regular stock market, you can't really start. I started with $40 when I started in crypto. You can't start with $40 and flip it into $2,000 in less than a week. That's exactly what I did when I first started in crypto, and I never looked back. Is it okay to learn with one soul? Yes. In fact, I highly recommend you start low. Start small. Invest less until you win more. You got to take it slow and steady, bro, because you're going to lose every single penny that you put in when you first get started. That's an inevitable part of your journey. Any thoughts on how to meet new people in the process? Spend a little bit of time on the timeline, on X. Go to conferences, real life events, whatever's happening nearby you. There's a conference coming up, conference in Miami. I'll be out there in May. A couple conferences in Vegas coming up in the next few months. Conference in London at the end of the year. I'll be out there. Conference in Dubai at the end of the year. There's going to be conferences all over the world. IRL events plus presence on the timeline. Boom. You're going to be meeting a lot of new people.
This is
Should
a
we use
crypto
Phantom or
rap
Axiom? Is it the
exclusive.
same? It's different. If you're trying to trade on your phone, if you're only using your phone, XPT just dumped 50%. Don't even pretend, bro. I'm going to do a fucking grave dance right now. Wah, wah, wah. Oh my god! The coin with the 70% bundle dumped? How could this be? What do you mean they just lost $7 million in market cap in the last 20 minutes? That's crazy! But the XRP influencer, he said that he was building real world assets. Oh my god, what happened? That is crazy. You dumb motherfuckers. That's pretty funny. This coin's got a lot of volume on it. This is called Smarter. Why is this Joe Biden? Why are we still talking about Joe Biden in a big 2026? That motherfucker died in 2018. That is crazy. Let's keep looking around. You put $10,000 in it? Nice. You deserve to get wrecked. Earth Fuel, I hope you enjoy getting banned, bro. Guys, never trust anyone in the chat that's telling you to follow someone or to DM someone or anything like that. So trading on a phone, use Jupiter. Jupiter Mobile. There's actually a couple apps you should download if you're trading on your phone. CoinGecko, Deck Screener, Phantom, Soulflare, Jupiter Mobile, Pump Fun, Frenzy. It's like 7 apps. 7 apps for you to download. FOMO is a decent one as well if you want to put FOMO. Axiom does not have an app. Axiom does not have a mobile app. There is no Axiom mobile app. Do not download any app that's purporting to be Axiom. It is not. That is it's a scam. They're going to take your money. Yes, you can use Axiom through Phantom, but the UI is pretty shitty, I'm not going to lie. FOMO has an app. GMGN has an app. No, Axiom does not have an app. That app that you downloaded is a rug, bro. Like that's literally a drainer. Like they're going to take your money. There is no officially supported Axiom app. Brother, I am partnered with Axiom. I know the Axiom team personally. I can tell you, beyond a shadow of a reasonable doubt, there is no official Axiom app on mobile. There is none. I've been friends with the Axiom team since before the trading terminal launched. There is no official Axiom app on mobile. If you downloaded an Axiom app, get your funds out of that wallet, uninstall that app, and make a new wallet. Your shit is compromised. Do you get the same results using an app, or do you think desktop is more efficient? There is no app. Not on iPhone, not on Android, nowhere. They do not have an app. They don't. I think desktop is more efficient. Desktop, for example, the Pulse terminal on Axiom, and this is true for a lot of tri-column trading terminals. There's a bunch of them.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Brother, there is no app for Axiom on mobile. Whatever kind of cope and seethe you guys want to cope and seethe, go ahead. Ask the Axiom team. Go on Axiom and message support and ask them, do you guys have an official mobile app? They will tell you no. They will tell you be careful. They will tell you this shit is not real. It doesn't exist. If it existed, it would be visible on their website. It would be there. Like they would be talking about it. Just don't trust any third party anything pretending to be that. It just doesn't make any sense. Pump Fun, Jupiter, Phantom, Soulflare, Deck Screener, CoinGecko, FOMO, GMGN. Good apps. Good apps to download and use on your phone if you guys are trading on your phone. Desktop is going to be better 9 out of 10 times. You just get more exposure to the market. You get to move quicker. It's just better. Any nice project to put money, boss? Sorry, brother. If you have to ask another grown man where to put your money, then you should probably become a male prostitute. Because you're asking another grown man where you should put your important assets. You feel me? Instead, maybe consider learning and becoming a regular functioning human being and a responsible adult that figures out where to put their money for themselves. Yeah. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying that. Let's keep looking around. How can you spot bundles and wallets on new coins? Well, Axiom has it integrated directly into the platform. Otherwise, I wonder if Bubble Maps has an official app. That would be interesting. If Bubble Maps has an official app, that would be pretty cool. Can I ask what's your favorite wallet? So recently I've really liked Jupiter. I like Soulflare better than I like Phantom, but I'm a level with you. I use Phantom more than I use anyone else, just because old habits die hard. I don't think Phantom's the best, but it's what I use the most of. I have over 500 Phantom wallets. I only have a couple hundred Soulflare wallets, and I only have a couple dozen Jupiter wallets. Why Axiom over Terminal? Historically, Axiom's been cleaner, better, and more functional. Recently, that's kind of changed a little bit, though. So I'm actually in conversation with the Terminal team right now, and I might be switching over soon. I'm also in conversation with the Jupiter team. Might be switching over there. I'll let you guys know as soon as it happens. How to join your alpha group? wap.com/cryptorap. wap.com/cryptorap. Do you log trades and snapshot? What does that even mean? Like, do I study my trades that I make? Not anymore, because it's too high volume. It happens too quickly. But back when I started and I was trying to improve, then yes. Luke Belmar speaks highly of Jupiter. You fuck with Luke Belmar? I'm a level with you. I do not give a fuck about any finance influencer. I just don't. I honestly don't. So I don't even know who Luke Belmar is. The name is like vaguely familiar. I understand that he like goes and posts pictures of his yacht or whatever on Instagram. But once you get to a certain net worth, pocket watching just doesn't make any sense. The reason why I started this, the whole reason why I started streaming a little over 3 years ago, was because I saw that the most popular streamer on crypto TikTok at the time was TJR Trades. And I looked at this guy and I was like, holy fuck. Retail is screwed. Retail is getting rinsed. Retail is getting robbed. These guys are getting lied to and they're getting their money stolen. I need to become bigger than this guy so that they can actually have a good influence. So that there can actually be a good role model in the trenches. Since I started that journey 3 years ago, this is now my second account.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
I've met a lot of other good influences. There's actually a lot of good eggs out there. But there are many, many bad eggs. There are many people out there that are just there to take your money. There's a lot of people that you guys should be very skeptical of. The red flags, if anyone ever tells you to buy something, they're probably a grifter. If anybody ever does an undisclosed advertisement for something, they're probably a grifter. If you guys notice, anytime I do an ad for something, I have the content setting on that says that it's a paid partnership. I'm very transparent about these things. My Ledger collab, that was disclosed, paid partnership. Frenzy, that's disclosed, paid partnership. And I never partner with somebody whose product I don't believe in. That's another thing. If anyone makes you pay to get information or to be in a group of theirs, they are probably a grifter. These are 3 red flags. So if anyone's ever telling you to buy something, if anyone's ever doing undisclosed ads, and anyone's ever trying to make you pay to get information or to be in a group, then those are red flags.
This is a crypto rap
Queen says, when's the
exclusive.
next class? The next class is actually tomorrow. Actually, 24 hours from right now. 24 hours from right now. Why own 500 wallets? Because I got a fuck ton of money, bro. The fuck? I've been in crypto for 10 years. I have a long trail behind me. It's better to keep some things separated. Next class is 24 hours from now. 24 hours from now. It's going to be on charts. We're going to talk about charts. Patterns and chart reading for meme coins. It's 3 p.m. PST Saturday. But some groups are legit, right? Not really, man. I've never seen a paid group that performs better than my free group. And I'm so dead ass. I've never seen a paid group that performs better than my free group. That's what makes me really skeptical. I'm in a lot of private chats. I'm in a lot of Cabal chats. I'm in a lot of paid chats. I didn't pay to get in there, but they add me. Like Street to Stock says, they all rug each other. Most of these places, even though they're like a small closed circle group chat, whatever, they're usually just eating each other alive. It's usually cannibalistic. It's usually people, for example, somebody will make you pay to join a group, and then they will shill you contracts in that group that they already bought. What the fuck is the point of paying? You're using me for exit liquidity anyways. Why the fuck did I pay to get used for exit liquidity? That shit just doesn't make any sense. If they make you pay to join a group and then they tell you to buy something in that group, they are double dipping on you. They are making you pay to join the group, and then they're making you pay to buy the coin that they already bought and make their price go up. And because you paid for the group and you want to get your money's worth, that means you're going to buy it. So it's crazy. Like, like they're rugging you on both ends. That's why my group is totally free. It's always going to be free. And I never post any plays in there. I never tell you guys to buy anything. I'm never like, oh guys, this is the next big thing. Why would I do that? I don't need your exit liquidity. If I'm buying some shit, that's between me and the market. That is not you guys. I don't want copy traders. Point blank. Trading is hard. Those that can't hack it will try to sell you an easy button. Period. That's real. That's real. It's the number one thing that people that can't actually trade do is sell you a trading group. Bukale says, but what if we want calls? Then I will tell you to your face that you are stupid. I will tell you to your face that there is no such thing as a free ride in this industry. There's no such thing as a shortcut. There's no such thing as a cheat code. Anybody that's selling you that is lying to your face. Nobody has 100% effectiveness in their calls. So why would you trust somebody else? I will tell you that the only way to be successful in crypto, is to learn how to do it yourself. You will never be successful from buying someone else's bags. Nobody ever got rich in crypto from copy trading. It never happened. It never happened. Anybody that ever got money in crypto did it themselves. Everybody else is lying to you, bro. And that's real. I understand. I'm bad at this. I'm getting rug pulled. I'm losing money. I just want it to be easy. I just want someone to tell me what to buy. I'm sorry, chump. The reason why you keep losing money is because you're trusting other people instead of trusting yourself. This is a highly technical skill. It takes a lot of time, effort, practice, and most importantly, loss. Because loss is the greatest teacher. Loss is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. In crypto, loss is the way that you learn. Loss is the way that you actually make money on the long term. Don't get discouraged by loss. Don't avoid loss. Seek loss. Look for loss. Because if you lose, you learn and you do better. Period. Bar none. That's the realest shit I could ever tell you. Like, never trust somebody that's telling you to buy something. Never trust somebody that's telling you to copy trade them. Never trust any alpha signal. Fuck all that shit, bro. It's all lies and grips. Is it advisable to track wallets? Yeah, for sure, but not to buy. Literally just to keep an eye on where other people are and to understand that psychology. Look at this. This thing just topped out at $500,000 market cap. Chat. Let's get a W in the chat for everyone that got in on Peggy. This one's awesome because I just made a video about this narrative last night. Last night, a full 14 hours before this coin came out, I gave you guys the full breakdown on what exactly this is. I gave you guys the full breakdown of the story of this, the lawsuit, everything related to this particular narrative. And a lot of people in the chat told me that they bought this coin early because they saw my video. That really warms my heart. I'm not telling you guys to buy shit. I'm giving you guys information about the market that then you can use to make an educated decision on what to trade. And people made a fucking bag on this because of that. Now this thing just cracked a new all-time high at 500K. You're up a soul?
This is a crypto rap.
Let's get a W in the chat for Doc. He is up a full Solana. It's the second Solana he ever made. Second Solana he's ever made. Let's get a W in the chat. Doc is up a full Solana on this coin right now. That is awesome, bro. Well done. Well done. That is crazy. Let's get a W in the chat. That is awesome. Mateja says, $80, laugh emoji. Mateja, this guy is new to trading and he just hit a 10 times play for the first time in his life. Actually, the second time in his life. He is new to trading and he just hit a 10x. He's a fucking teenager, bro. He just hit a 10x. The number doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter. What matters is that he did it. What matters is that he has the skill to discern what's a quality investment to make that investment. And if he can turn $1 into $100, you best believe he can turn 100 to 1,000. You best believe he can turn 1,000 to 10,000. You're worried about the wrong things, little bro. You're worried about the wrong things. With your broke ass, bro. How about you focus on taking better bathroom mirror selfies instead of bitching and moaning in my chat, bro? That's crazy. You as a grown man are taking a bathroom mirror selfie covering your face with the camera and you think you got room to talk in my chat, bro. That is pretty impressive, honestly. 5K suit? What about your facial structure, bro? How about your carpal tilt, bro? Where's your jawline at, bro? How about your sunken eyes? Oh, you're in law school. That explains why you're such a whiny bitch. Lawyers are always whiny bitches, bro.
This is a
That's
crypto
crazy.
rap exclusive.
Anyways, you keep wasting your time in my chat, little bro. Mr. Big Shot Lawyer. Mr. Came Up, $5,000 suit, but still spending 45 minutes bitching and moaning in my chat. That's pretty impressive, bro. That's crazy. Check untaxed. Let's do it. You can tell I touched a nerve. The only thing you touched is your uncle's willy, bro. Taking a bathroom mirror selfie with the camera covering your face, bro. I got nothing to say to you, bro. Look at this. This thing topped out at 662. This thing's at 392 right now. This thing's been going crazy. We saw this as low as 30K. This is pretty impressive. Let's see your face. You don't want to see that guy's face, bro. Yeah, you brought this pretty early, bro. We've been watching this since 30K. Chat's been on this one. They've been super active. Dad HD is also up on this one. I was a little bit skeptical at the time. I live in the UK. There's a time difference. Do you record the class? Yes. If you have the Alpha Pass, then there's class recordings available for the Alpha Pass. Do you need to pay for my group? No. The group is totally free. Always will be free. There's over 11,000 people in there. It's very beginner friendly. The link is right there. Discord.gg/YNOT. Mr. Bathroom Mirror Selfie left the chat. Talk about striking a nerve. Do I have a free TG? No, I don't do TG. Buttcoin? I made a video about your bags, bro. You haven't seen my video? Did you see my Buttcoin video? That Shadow reposted on the timeline from ETH Denver? That the Buttcoin official X account posted? Yeah, I did that, bro. I don't know why you're hating so hard. I'm literally working for your bags. Dad HD says, find good entry. Got a feeling it's going to go ballistic. Yeah, I don't know about this one, honestly. Like, I'm still pretty skeptical. You don't need to buy Nitro to verify in the Discord. That's just a pop-up from Discord. It has nothing to do with my server. All you have to do is click the little red button that says verify, and that's it. I'm following a rip-off account that rips off Ynot, and he keeps asking me for thousands of Sol USD. I just interact with his posts, so hopefully he can scam someone else. Okay, true. Yeah, Buttcoin, I want to see it climb up. They're going to have to put a little extra elbow grease in that. I think the powers that be involved in that coin, they're waiting for better market condition in order to run it up. Do I have any tips for checking Twitters when trenching? Well, usually in Axiom, it's integrated directly into the thing. You know, if you highlight that blue button, it'll look like a feather if it's from a single post, or it'll look like two people together if it's actually a community. You just click in, you see who's involved, look at who made the thing, and etc., etc. Send me your wallet, I'll send you supply. I'm sorry, bro. That's okay, bro. You ain't got to do that. I hold a lot of Buttcoin. But if you want to airdrop some free Buttcoin to the community, that would be pretty dope. Like, we can do a little giveaway. We can have people interact with the Buttcoin X account, and in exchange, they might win some. Ynot can fathom that some person out of there is possibly living off of wages gained from living off. Yeah. Do I get banned a lot in the niche? No, I don't get banned often at all. I'm very careful about my language on the stream, and TikTok likes me because I have a lot of engagement and I bring a lot of money in. It's pretty rough when you first get started on a new account. You do get hit with a lot of restrictions and stuff, especially if you don't know how to talk about these things. But I never tell anyone to buy anything. I never sell anyone anything. I'm strictly educational in my program. All of these things count in my favor. I don't trade on stream. That's helpful as well, etc., etc. Yes, people do make a lot of money from ripping people in my community off, or from ripping people in my chat off. I know of one set of scammers from the United Kingdom. They pulled in over $20,000 from scamming my community. It's pretty crazy. But every time it happens, we submit the transactions and the information to the authorities. So eventually, hopefully, they're going to get in trouble. Put all your profit back into Peggy at the bottom and made another 220%. Nice, bro. Well done. Check out Pimple Butt. What the fuck is that, bro? What the fuck is that? Why was I looking at bare ass on my screen, bro? Why are you investing into a coin of bare ass, bro? What? Are you serious? Life of Gen Z? Life of Gen Z. This is pretty funny. It's just a fucking nuke. That is pretty funny, man. This is a generation of humanity that's growing up in a war, which is pretty impressive. This thing topped out at 70k, 50k, climbing, a little bit of volume on this. I think this is a rug too, but most of the bundles, let's stick to the top holders. Bandit's a top holder. That's kind of bad news because he's a vicious seller. He'll probably sell that in a full stack. There's a little bit of bundlage going on right here. Nothing too crazy, just 6%. Top traders or insider and then a dev bundler sniper. It's honestly not bad compared to a lot of the worst coins in the market. Hey, let's look at Hey. If you want to look at worst coins in the market with regards to bundling. Here on Hey, second top trader is a insider. Third top trader is an insider. Fifth top trader is a bundler. Sixth top trader is an insider. Seventh top trader is a bundler. Eighth top trader is an insider. Ninth is a bundler. 10th is an insider. 11th is an insider bundler. 12th is a bundler. 13th is an insider. 14th is an insider. These insiders are milking you guys. I'm not going to lie. And then you go and you look at the bubble maps. This bubble map looks like Battlestar Galactica. It looks like Hungry Hungry Hippos. There's a lot of clusters all over the place. But this isn't the concerning one. The concerning one is on Bubble Maps IO. On Bubble Maps IO, they start to show the relationships between some of these wallets. Boom. Look at that cluster right there. Look at that cluster right there. And a lot of these wallets have already been selling too. This is a pretty big cluster holding fat percentages of supplies that could effectively decimate this chart. My favorite part about hay, if you go on the deck screener, it actually ends up looking a little bit different. On the deck screener, if you go and look up hay, do I teach how to fish in your class? Yes. Yes. Mostly bass fishing though. On the deck screener, you look at the top traders on hay. This guy bought $100. He sold 9,942. About to pay right now. I was joking. We don't actually teach fishing. I do. I look. I got a fly rod here. Got another fly rod here. But are you guys seeing the top traders? Bought 160, sold 9,942. Bought 340, sold 8,100. Bought 123, sold 4,800. Bought $0, sold 4,000. Bought $0, sold 4,000. Craziest part, all of these guys, they don't hold any supply anymore. They were literally just in this token to sell. They were only in this token to sell their full stack. If somebody's telling you to buy this coin, I would be highly skeptical and think that they probably got paid to promote this coin. You guys saw that bundle. If I open the bubble maps, you guys will see it. This coin does not exactly look kosher, in my opinion. It looks pretty rough. If somebody's promoting this coin, you best believe that they are one of these guys. Look at this Battlestar Galactica ass bundle, bro. This is crazy, man. This is who you're trading against. Yeah. So, yes, the chart's going up. Yes, it's making money for early investors. But all the while, there's a little bit of a shady side going on the side. And so you got to be a little careful. You got to be a little careful because if the coins are moving like that, odds are they're going to end up crashing that thing. Hey, it's good to see you, Bailey. Welcome. It's a pleasure. Look, the coin's up there, don't get me wrong, but at this point it feels like a ticking time bomb with that amount of insiders. How goes it, Bailey? Yeah, this one's actually from Japan. Pretty much all my rods are from Japan because they make really good gear. I haven't even opened this one, I'm not gonna lie. Haven't even fished it yet. This thing has such light action though. Like this shit might as well be Harry Potter. This is good for mountain stream trout fishing. Yeah, this is a trout rod for sure. New wizard sale today. The 1 of 1 wanderer is off to someone as well. God damn, that's crazy. 2-weight. This is a 4. Oh shit. Aren't 99% of coins bundled to some extent? Yes. Yes. I want to show you guys my fly collection, but it's like under a bunch of shit right now. Let me go and see. Let me see if I have some in my jacket. My fly jacket is a Supreme collab. This is the rod that I fish most often. This thing is crazy. This thing is literally like I forget the it's over 20 feet long. The rod is over 20 feet long. It's a monster. It's a monster. Like you hold it and it's like you're holding an antenna. And it also doesn't have a reel. Yes, it's kind of like a spey rod. But it's a fusion. It's a Tenkara Spey fusion. This is like the only rod of its kind. It doesn't have a reel. You fish it without a reel. You literally just use the motion. Fucking 20 feet. I think it's 21 or 22 feet. It's like you're holding an antenna. You cast that shit out. Your line's 40 feet away from you. I use it in the ocean mostly. I do a lot of ocean fly fishing. You can see my fucking... What's the name of this again? I forget the name. This is that like super common... You probably know, Fly Guy. What's the name of the super common little streamer? But it has a specific name. It's kind of fucked up because I also low key will put a little bit of shrimp sauce on it. But yeah. This is what it is. These ones right here. I'm flyed up, bro. I keep it flea out there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You're making me want to get out there and fish today, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was already out on the water earlier, but I might just take the boat out again. Yeah. No better feeling. No better feeling. Alright. Let's log back in. Sorry, chat. Just got back from the Bahamas. Fishing, snorkeling, and spearfishing. Shit was fire. Nice, bro. Yeah, I spend a lot of time out in the Caribbean as well. Jamaica and Puerto Rico usually. They got great water out there, obviously. I'll probably get out there later this year too. Low-key been considering moving to Puerto Rico recently. Somebody is talking about a coin called Leprecoin. Have you heard of it? It sounds like a terrible fucking rug, bro. By someone, do you mean someone on TikTok? Never trust somebody that's shilling you a coin on TikTok, bro. Jeez Louise, what the fuck is this? Why did the chart flatline? This shit ran up and then it just flatlined. Let's see, top traders. Oh boy. Who would have guessed? The top traders are Dev, Sniper, Insider, 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 Bundler, Insider, Bundler. Wow. Look at the bubble maps on this. These guys are philandering you, bro. This is even worse than that Hay coin. This shit fucking... Oh man, a 6% cluster there, a 30% cluster there, 5% cluster there, 4% cluster here. Chat, you guys gotta learn how to read bubble maps, honestly. How do you see the Insider or Bundler, or is it shown? It's shown on Axiom. They get a little red indicator. Can everyone use Axiom? Yes, everyone can use Axiom. You already went over there and said he scammed you for 10,000 and he banned you? Ouch. Yeah, look, those guys, they run the same play every time.
Crypto rap exclusive.
My favorite thing about Allk, and again, this is no disrespect, this is no hate. I'm literally just trying to encourage you guys how to navigate the market and be clever about what you're looking at. My favorite thing about Allk is he made the first coin, right? And when he made that first coin, he flexed his watch, right? And he made a video every day and he was flexing his watch. But it was always the same watch. He only ever had one watch. So he's like, look how rich I am, but he only had one watch. Then that coin rug pulled. By the time the next coin came around, suddenly he had two watches. Suddenly he was flexing two watches. And it was a different watch alternating every other day. You guys really want to buy him his third watch? I like that guy. Like, I'm not even hating, but that shit was just funny to me. Does Axiom pay you decent money? I love their platform, and I would love to rep them officially. No, they don't pay me at all, actually. I have VIP or whatever, which technically gives you like better cash back on trades and also better percentage of referral and also bonus points or whatever. But none of that stuff is really tangible,
This is a
honestly.
crypto rap
If
exclusive.
you use the platform often and you get like a lot of high volume affiliates, then you probably get decent amount of money. But I make less than probably $100 a month off of Axiom referrals. Like it's really not lucrative. I only use them because I like them. Same as you. Let's look around. You bought Peggy at 30,000 market cap? Nice, Oliver. Nice. Do you did you buy it because you saw my video about it? Is that why you bought it? Because that would be pretty dope. Pudgy penguins. No, you just bought it? Nice. Well done. Well, I made a video about it last night. About 14 hours ago. And it ended up running. When I log on Pump Fund through my Phantom wallet and trade, is that safe or stupid? There's just not really a reason to, because Pump Fund has their own app, and their own app is a better UI than trading it through Phantom. So just download the Pump Fund app. It's probably better. I guess I will follow you then. Yeah, that could be good. I post twice a day,
This is a
12 hours
crypto
apart.
rap exclusive.
Usually current events, usually educational videos. They're supposed to be entertaining and educational. Usually breakdowns of popular narratives or current events in the market. So last night I posted about the Pudgy Penguins lawsuit, which eventually came out with this Peggy coin. And then this morning I posted about Machi, the Hollywood superstar that lost $70 million on leverage trading within the past week. This thing topped out at 28K, fell down to 50K, now it's at 23K. It's called Pig Hole. I really don't understand what's going on here. They made a coin out of a pig's asshole. This is the hard-hitting blockchain technology that we were waiting for. Which coin made you 67K from $40? It wasn't one coin. I started my crypto journey with $40. It fell down to $30. Then it went up to 2,500. With that 2,500, it took me probably about 3 months to run it up to like 20K. Then by my 5th month, I ran it up to around 60K. That's the 6-7K. It's kind of a joke. And then in my 6th, 7th month, I got my first 6 figures from trading. And the rest is history, bro. But yeah, that coin, that original coin, was called Ynot. That's why my name is Ynot. With alts also? No, that was all meme coins. Why you trade? What do you mean? Because it's fun? The love of the sport? So it went well for you off the bat? Yes, but it was a combination of luck, but also skill. So I tell you guys that if you get started in crypto, you're gonna lose every penny you get in. I am one of the fraction of a percent that wasn't true for. And the only reason why I didn't lose all of my money, I probably would have lost all my money. The only reason I didn't lose all of my money is because I didn't take no for an answer. When I bought that coin for $40 and it went down to $30, I leveraged my talent. To give you the full background, I was working a regular job. Wait, this thing's going crazy right now. A little bit of volume on this. Garak the slop bot. Interesting. So when I first got started trading I was working a dead-end job. I had worked my ass off, crunched overtime, all of this shit. I got my check. Bet it was 2024. Hell no, it wasn't 2024. It was 2020, bro. It was 2019, actually. It was way long time ago, bro. I've been in memes for like 7 years now. I've been in crypto. I've held Bitcoin since 2015, bro. But I was working a shitty job. I worked my ass off. I was exhausted. I got my check. It was not even enough to pay rent. I was still living at my parents' place at the time. And I was like, damn. Like, I can't even live. Like, I can't even have my own life if I'm working my ass off and I'm exhausted and I'm working this job. My life fucking sucks. And I stopped and I was like, nah, I can't do this. Like if I do this for the rest of my life, I'm just going to be trapped in a fucking box. Like, it's going to be miserable. So I genuinely went online and I looked up, how do I get rich quick? I was like, how do I get rich quick? It was like straight up the Google search that I put in. And I didn't get, there was stuff about like drop shipping and making an ASMR YouTube channel and all this shit. I was like, all this stuff fucking sucks. So I was like, okay, who knows how to get rich quick? I was like, 4chan. 4chan probably knows how to get rich quick. I've been using 4chan since I was in middle school. I know that they're off the beaten path and they usually are pretty clever guys. So I was like, okay, let me go to the business and finance board of 4chan. And back in 2019, they had a robust community of crypto left over from the 2017-2018 bull run. And they were talking all about crypto and how this was the next big thing. And how DeFi was exploding on a brand new chain. Ethereum was still leading the pack, but they were like, Binance Smart Chain just came out. And Binance Smart Chain has meme coins that are going crazy. So I went on 4chan and I was like, okay, let me try this Ethereum thing. And so I actually started with $80. Holy fuck, this coin ran up to $1 million? We were looking at this last night at under 100K. That's crazy. I actually started on Ethereum. I started with $80. I put $80 in an ETH wallet and I went to go buy a coin. And I was like, okay, I have $80. Let me spend half my portfolio. And I tried to spend, look at this. This one went down. 20K, now it's up to 80K. Did any of you guys catch this at the bottom? We saw the top signal because this motherfucker bought, and then we saw the bottom signal because this motherfucker sold. It happens every time. It happens every time. Crody's buys, it's the top. Crody sells, it's the bottom. That was too easy, man. Too easy. Anyways, be careful because Crody's just bought that top. So I bought on ETH. I had $80. I was like, let me buy a coin for $40. It's half my portfolio, but fuck it, YOLO. And I went to go buy the coin and the gas fee was $60. The thing was telling me, you do not have enough money to make this transaction. The gas fee is $60 and you're buying $40 of the coin. That's $100. You only have $80. I was like, what the fuck? The gas fee is $60? I was like, you're actually trying to charge me $60 to buy a coin? I was like, hell nah, bro. This shit fucking sucks. I can't make any money here. It cost me more than the amount I was trying to buy to even place the transaction. I was like, this shit is terrible, bro. This shit is terrible. So I was like, fuck that shit, bro.
Rap exclusive.
So then I was like, let me find something else. They were like, Binance Smart Chain. The gas fees are way lower than on ETH. And I was like, okay, let me go try this out. And I saw somebody, they made a Pokemon meme coin on Binance Smart Chain called Ynot. And I was like, okay, bet. I like Pokemon. Let me go buy this coin. I bought the coin. $40. Gas fee was cheap, so I got my $40 worth. It literally cost me $40 in gas to bridge off of ETH, by the way. Like, I started with 80, but I got 40 by the time I made it to Binance Smart Chain just because of the ETH gas fees. And so I bought the coin, $40, and then it went down to $30. And I was like, fuck. I'm losing everything. Like, this is not working for me. But I'm a rapper. I've always been a rapper. Since before crypto. I did my little Web 2 thing. I performed shows. I've been at festivals and shit. So I was like, let me make a song about the coin. So I made a song about the coin, literally recorded through a sock on my laptop. I was trading on a MacBook at the time. And the coin went from $30 to $2,500 in a week. People on 4chan really liked the song that I made. It was actually before PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap didn't even exist yet. $2,500 in a week. So I was like, damn. Okay. This crypto thing really works. $2,500 was more than my paycheck for my week. So I was like, let me quit my job. And I quit my job. I made a couple songs for a couple other projects. I got into a group with somebody who really liked the Ynot song. Thankfully, they took a liking to me, took me under their wing. They invited me to their group, and I became pretty early on involved in this private group. And this private group launched a lot of coins in the early days of Binance Smart Chain. And then they launched a lot of coins pretty much any time a new chain came out. When Arbitrum came out, they launched coins. When Doge Chain came out, they launched coins, etc., etc. And so I got early entries on a lot of quality coins because my friends were launching them. And it took me a while to realize that you were actually supposed to sell. I pretty much bag held every single coin that I was in, and I round tripped every single coin I was in. But then I started running it up. And when I started running it up, I never looked back. Yeah, that's how I got my start in crypto. I ended up managing a portfolio of $20,000. I think that should be everyone's first benchmark. I think everyone's first threshold that you guys want to reach, if you're a brand new trader in the market, your goal is to hit $20,000 in your degen stack, $20,000 in your trading wallet. If you have $20,000 in your trading wallet, there's zero reason why you can't run that up to 100K within 3 months. Zero reason. 20,000 to 100K, splitting up a degen stack is so easy. I've done that shit so many times. So that should be everyone's first benchmark. As you make more profit, as you hit that 100K benchmark, you peel it off. You literally take another 20K. It's like sourdough. You cook sourdough, you got to take a little bit of the dough to make the next batch. You take that 100K, you split that shit off, you take 20K, congrats. You start from the beginning. You start from 20K again. That 80K that you just made, that's going to be your new BMW M4.
Crypto rap exclusive.
And you just rinse and repeat. You rinse and repeat. Money's not worth nothing if you don't spend it. I've had a lot of friends that died early. I have a lot of friends in crypto that have died. People that never got to spend the money they made. One of the first lessons I learned in crypto, a good friend of mine mined Bitcoin back in 2016. By 2017 bull run, he was up over $10 million on the coins that he was mining. He died. He died in 2017 because he was up 72 hours straight. He drank 8 energy drinks. His heart just collapsed. He just straight up died. He had over $10 million in a wallet in 2017. He never wrote down the seed phrase. He never gave access to anyone. His parents didn't know how to get that money. He didn't leave any of it behind. You can't take it with you when you go. So he died over $10 million in a Bitcoin wallet that today would be worth $100 million. And none of his loved ones, none of his friends, none of his family ever got that money. But he put me on. He taught me about crypto. He taught me how to mine Bitcoin. I was already doing like faucets and shit back in 2015, 2016. But he put me on like mining proper. He was running these crazy mining operations. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he died and he lost $10 million. He couldn't take it with him. That was one of my first lessons in crypto. Is you got to spend it. You got to realize it. Bull runs don't last forever. Life doesn't last forever. So you got to use it while you got it type shit. And so my first cycle, I made a couple hundred racks. Lost a couple hundred racks. Spent a couple hundred racks. My DoorDash bill in 1 month was $30,000. I was DoorDashing every meal from nice ass restaurants. I was living in a nice place at the time, and getting like crazy steaks and shit, wasting a bunch of money, wasting a bunch of food, like dead ass throwing away $300 steaks type shit. But yeah, that's the life, right? I was shopping for my first ever Lambo. I lost 150 racks in one day. I was like, damn, okay, never mind. It was a different time back then. That bull run, DeFi summer and shit was crazy. Your friend was killed for crypto. That's the other important lesson. That's the other important lesson is people will kill you for this. So you got to keep a low profile. I'm broke. I don't have a penny. I never made any money in crypto. I don't have a dollar to my name. I don't have any cryptocurrency. You can see it right here. I got 0 in my wallet. I never made a penny in this industry. That's how you got to move. That's the only way to move. Look, 150K at the top right here. How often do you trade? I've never traded in my life. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. What keeps you going? With great power comes great responsibility, bro. The thing that keeps me going is the fact that I get to talk to you guys. I have so much joy in this position. It really warms my heart to be able to educate and onboard the next generation of investors. To know that you guys are getting a good role model. To know that you guys are getting good lessons. To know that I have what it takes to become the biggest onboarder that crypto's ever seen, to open the door for millions of new investors, to become like the Mr. Beast of crypto, the best to ever do it, to reach people that never would have considered crypto viable before, and to change the world forever by doing that. I keep going because I see you guys winning. I keep going anytime someone comes in my chat and they say, damn, I just made the first ever profit. Oh, I just made 10,000 bucks. Oh, I just blah, blah, blah. I see you guys making life-changing money, and that's what keeps me going, bro. That shit really warms my heart. Are we staying with Axiom? Stay tuned, bro. I'm in conversations with Pump, and I'm in conversations with Jupiter. I'll let you guys know what the next pivot is. This thing just cracked 160K. We've been following this since 20K. Did any of you guys catch this?
Generational wealth.
Hey, thanks for the galaxy, bro. Thanks for the galaxy.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Any of you guys catch this? This thing is going crazy, bro. We saw this down at 20K. You caught it? Nice. Well done. You caught it? Nice. Well done. You got in at 30? Nice. You got in too? Man. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. You guys are feasting. You guys are feasting right now. This is what keeps me going. I don't need to make money. I'm good, chat. But to see you guys making money, especially to see a lot of you guys making money, and to know that this is not some bullshit that I bundled, not some bullshit that I'm rugging you on, that I'm literally just watching you guys making money for the love of the game, that's why I do it, bro. It's fulfilling. It's really fulfilling. Before I was in crypto, I was a teacher. This is my life's calling, right? Like, what was the main sign that this was a good coin? The volume and the wallets that were involved. We've seen this pattern so many times that it's almost uncanny right now. I knew right away from the fact that Cupsy was all over it and from the fact that Crody's bought the top, I knew that this thing was going to bounce again from that bottom.
This is a crypto
The other thing was
rap
the narrative.
exclusive.
This is slop bot. People love AI coins and they love slop as a concept. There's been previous cycles where slop AI coins have run to hundreds of millions of dollars market cap. There's a tweet. This was the first thing that I looked at when I pulled it up. That there's a Garak, a hyper-learning LLM trained on all of the slop from NVIDIA. So you've got the intersection of NVIDIA, the intersection of slop, the intersection of the AI meta, the intersection of AI agents. You've got all the right KOLs trading it. All of this stuff combines. It's high volume. Distribution's decent, although not the best, but it doesn't have any crazy overt bundle rugs in it. And the narrative is strong. Those are the three things I look for. I saw all of those three things in this coin. I figured it was decent. Am I for real? I'm about as real as they come, bro. I'm about as real as they come. They got the bundle out early on this one. Let me plug this shit back in. Still chugging along. Look, here's Cupsy and all his friends' wallets down here. You can see them in the top trader. Bundler, Insider Bundler, Insider Bundler, Insider Bundler, Bundler Sniper, Bundler, Bundler, Bundler. Most of these wallets sold pretty quick. Most of these wallets sold during this chop right here, actually down on this cascade right here. Now there's only 15% bundlers. When we first saw this, there was closer to 30 or 40. I would like to have a business with you. What business? What are we going to sell? We should sell Cupsy branded dildos, since everyone in the chat keeps getting fucked by them. Like Bitcoin? What do you mean like Bitcoin? A business of Bitcoin? You mean like Bitcoin mining? You made $32 and already sold? Nice, bro. Well done. Well done. Ever thought of being a dev? No, I don't want to do that shit, bro. Being a dev is fucking stupid. Being a dev is stealing from you guys. If I was a dev, I would be stealing from you guys. I have no interest in doing that at all. I would much rather approach the market objectively, looking at coins as a regular free agent in the market like you guys do. If I made coins, I could probably make a lot of money. If I made you guys copy trade me, I could probably make a lot of money. But that is not my motivations. I told you my motivations. What are your thoughts on insider groups? They're pretty much all scams, bro. Insider groups always rug each other. What's the max we want for top 10 bundlers? Industry standard is around 20%. How about why not though? Yes, why not? If you jump into Time Machine and you go back 11 months, back to when I launched Why Not, you'll see that the only reason I launched that coin is so that I could stream on Pump Fun. Since then, every single month, I've streamed over 25 days out of the month on Pump Fun. Right now, as we speak, I'm streaming on Pump Fun. It was never about the token. It was always about having an on-chain platform to stream on. That being said, it did run up to $250,000 twice. How many people watch on Pump Fun? Let me go check. Right now there's 21 people watching. 22 actually. So it's not bad. It's not the best, but it's decent. Where would you have exited on Garrick? Probably around 150, I'm not gonna lie. I actually probably would have exited right around 125. Because Crody's buying is super bearish. Crody's buying is like a top signal almost every time. If you see a Crody's buy on your chart, expect a serious dip within 4 minutes. Have a look at Peggy Penguin. Let's go look.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Let me bend this guy real quick. I CTO'd a coin and bought a Dex boost. They all sold as I did. Yep, that's the way that it goes. No way. Is White House wicking up again? This a new all-time high? White House just cracked 3.7 million. Jeez Louise, chat. Holy moly. This thing's on track to hit 4 million. Wow. I was honestly not expecting this. But you know what it is they're just meme lords over there. They're serious, honest to God meme lords over there at the White House. What's the narrative for White House? The literal White House is posting a bunch of memes. They've been posting edits. Can you show us where Safe House is now? Oh my goodness, I don't even want to look. Safe House. Well, you know, where would you expect it to be? The sad thing is it's actually gone up in the past few days. That dude gets on live every day just lying to people. They always do, chat. Never trust anyone telling you to buy something on TikTok Live. Anybody selling you something on TikTok Live is just trying to take your money. Here's Peggy Penguin. Just blew $800 trading meme coins for the past month. You gotta slow down, cowboy. Crypto is infinitely more... Sorry, knowledge is infinitely more valuable than money in crypto. You're not gonna make money by spending a lot. If you're spending a lot, you're just gonna lose money. You have to know what you're doing. If you lost $800 in the past month trading, then you don't know what you're doing. Your job is to invest less until you win more. Once you start having a strategy that consistently works for you, that's when you can scale up your investments. Start small, bro. It literally doesn't matter. You can't rush into getting rich here. You have to start small and start being consistently profitable with whatever amount. If you're consistently profitable with $5, that's way better than you losing $500 because you thought you could big dick ham fist into the market. 500K at the top. At the bottom is 280K. Small doesn't mean $5. I think $5 is pretty small, bro. If you start with a portfolio of $100 and then you trade with no more than $5 at a time, that gives you 20 chances, so to speak, before you blow up your whole portfolio. How hard is it tracking clusters? Just use bubble maps or any of the other on-chain tools. Use bubble maps, InsightX. What's the other one? Bubble maps, InsightX, Faster 100X, and Cabal Spy. Those are 4 tools that you can use. I'm pretty sure they all have their own websites. You've been doing 0.1 to 1 sol. Honestly, Doc, for the size of your portfolio, I would consider 0.1 too much, honestly. Or 0.1 is probably like the top. Just bought the Alpha Pass, not used to Discord. Stupid question, but how do I have access? So on WAP, you should have received, or there should be a page that asks you to connect your Discord. Have you done that part? Have you already connected your Discord through WAP? You connect your Discord through WAP and it'll automatically attribute the role to you in the Discord. Once you have that role, yes, good. So if you can see the Discord and you've already been attributed that role, all of the alpha information is going to be in the alpha channel. There's an alpha category, and there's an alpha text channel, alpha voice channel, and alpha resources channel. All of the recordings for all of the classes are in the alpha resources channel. Alpha text channel is conversations about stuff. Alpha voice channel, we host the Alpha DAO in there. And then there's also the classroom under the education tab. That's where live classes happen. If you have any other questions, feel free to send me a DM. I will never DM you, so be very careful if anyone is DMing you. But you can see me in the group because I'm the one with the big name. You have 1 soul right now? Nice. That's enough for a couple flies. You already know what the fuck going on, chat. Been live for 2 hours now. Been live for 2 hours. It's pretty good. This is a crypto rap exclusive. This is a crypto rap exclusive. Why is there a lot of Chinese tokens? It all traces back to this meme right here called "What the Dog Doing?" It's at $4.5 million market cap, but at all-time high, it was much higher than that. If we zoom out, hello from Colorado. It's a pleasure to see you, bro. I was just in Colorado for ETH Denver. About 2 weekends ago. So this coin right here is called "What That Dog Doing?" It topped out at $8.3 million market cap. Now it's on a retrace at 4.5 million, but there's a lot of Chinese coins in the market because they're trying to capitalize on the success of this narrative. Now, what is this narrative? You guys, English speakers, all know but "What the Dog Doing?" right? What the Dog Doing is what the dog doing. It's like a meme, right? Now, if you take that and you convert it to Chinese, there's actually a phonetic similarity, a phrase that sounds similar to "What that dog doing?" I'll pull it up for you right here on Google Translate. And this is "What that dog doing?" And it means "my sword and shield." Listen.
我的刀盾，
Did you guys hear that?
我的刀盾，
What that dog doing? What that dog doing? You see?
我的刀盾，
So that's what the meme is. The meme is that there happens to be a meme in America and a meme in China that has pretty much the same phrase phonetically, but very different in meaning and very different in background. So yeah. Money Mike says, funny, yesterday you were talking about the Peggy case. Yes, Money Mike, yes. And I made a video about the Peggy case last night, 15 hours ago. And now today, a Peggy coin hits the market and goes to 600,000 market cap. That's alpha. That's alpha, bro. That's why you guys watch what I do. That's why you guys watch my videos. That's why you guys see the coins. Today it's trending. I'm telling you, bro, I'm early. I'm on the timeline. I pay attention.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
After consistently losing for weeks, within 7 days of watching your live, I'm up 12 soul. Forever grateful. Respect, bro. Let's get a W in the chat for bro. Let's get a W in the chat. He's been losing for weeks, but within 7 days of watching my live, he's up 12 soul. Let's get a W in the chat. That's crazy, bro. That's what I like to hear. That's why I do what I do, bro. It's those kinds of heartwarming stories that keep me going, right? I really love when you guys win. I really love when you guys win. Where do you get the narratives early, like Peggy and the dog? Usually on X. Usually on X. Jason says, I lost 3 soul watching you. How? Jason, it's because you're dumb as fuck. Don't even pretend that you watch me when your dumb bitch ass doesn't even follow me, bro. You ain't even hit me with the follow, so how the fuck you gonna say that you watch me, bro? How about you knuck up and shut your bitch ass up? Then maybe you won't be losing money. Spento, because you just spammed a fat paragraph in my chat 30 times, I'm now going to ban you and I will never see you again. Goodbye, good riddance, and go fuck yourself, okay? See you never, stupid bitch. That's
Generational
crazy,
wealth.
look at all these goobers that came out the woodwork. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, Why Not? Greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we're locked in the trenches. Another day, another dollar. I go by the name of Why Not? I'm the greatest crypto streamer of all time, and we are hitting the trenches hard. You give great advice of what not to do? Fantastic, bro. That's the most important stuff, because if I don't give you that advice, you're going to learn it by losing. So if I could save you some money by telling you what not to do, then that's great. Garak is down? Yes. It fucking tanked, bro. 70k at the bottom. This thing has just been getting milked. Yeah, topped out at 160k, now down to 60k. I hope you guys all pulled profit on this. Keep in mind, we're in a bear run right now, so you should be pretty aggressive in taking profit and pulling initials and all that. Sorry, rapper. Just wanted to see what you think of Peggy Penguins. No need to apologize, bro. I think the coin is fine, right? It ran up to what, 600, 700k market cap at the top? I guess it was only 500k. The chart looks fine, honestly. I really think it looks okay. It might continue ranging up. Topped out at 500k, bottomed out at 280. Now it's starting to climb a little bit. Again, I gave you guys the alpha on this narrative last night. Can you show us Gastown? Big pump since last week. Are you serious? Gastown? Are your classes free? No. But they are pretty close to free. If you want to see the live classes with no recordings, it's $5 for a month. We usually have over 5 classes a month. If you want the recordings of the classes, it's $15. So it's pretty fucking cheap. Costs less than going to Starbucks. If you can't afford to spend $15 into furthering your education in crypto, then you're not going to make it. I'm sorry. What do you cover in the classes? There's been over 18 classes with 7 different teachers. For example, Bullish Babe is coming to teach a class on macro analysis next Wednesday. So we cover all topics, from meme coins to altcoins. We talk about passive income and yield farming. We talk about perps and leverage. We talk about Crypto 101. Recently I had a class on bundles and insiders. Tomorrow's class is going to be on meme coin charts. There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Bullish Babe is awesome. I'm really excited to have her come and teach the class. There are over 7 different teachers, combined decades of experience in crypto. In order to join the classes, if you guys are interested, it's wap.com/cryptorap. I just linked it in the chat. There's the link right there. It's got 5-star reviews. People are pretty satisfied with them. Go check it out. Can we see P&L, please, before I buy the class? No, Jason. I never talk about my P&L. I never show my P&L. That is not the point. If you hear the information that I'm saying and it sounds good information, then listen to it. If you need to look at the dollar amount of somebody else's bank account in order to believe them, then you are not a free-thinking agent. You are a sheep, and I do not want you in my class. This thing topped out at 95K. This thing's collapsing a little bit. Pretty interesting. Just keep looking around. Boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to do this real quick.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Boo, 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 boo. At what time tomorrow is the class? It's at 3 p.m. PST. 3 p.m. PST. What that dog doing? $3 p.m. PST. Why you never reply to the 2021 class? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Cheers, Smokey. Take care. Why Cupsy got to be in these uptrends? Because he launched them. Pig, Shiba, Floki. What about that? Those coins are all pretty obsolete. How do I find recordings on WAP? No, they're all in the Discord, in the Alpha Resources channel. It retired you? Nice. Yeah, that was a good time. I really enjoyed that time. Safe Moon was another runner. Shiba was the obvious one. I mean, Shiba made actual billionaires. There was a lot of good coins though. A lot of unsung heroes. Plenty of multi-$100 million market cap runners. Plenty of billion-dollar runners. That DeFi summer was quite impressive. Thank you for yesterday with the Peggy rant. Of course, Money Mike. I'm glad you managed to turn it into something. That's the best thing I can offer you guys is information that allows you to make an informed decision to actually make some money. And it seems like that's what you did. So congrats. All right, I've been live a little over 2 hours now. I actually have to get going now. Thank you so much for tuning in, but please do me a huge favor, guys. Before you leave, before you run away, before you go watch someone else's screen, before you go and doom scroll, click into my profile and watch my recent TikTok. I just posted a TikTok about how a famous Hollywood rapper lost over $70 million in the past 6 months on leverage trading. Go click into my TikTok right now and go watch this video on how a famous Hollywood rapper lost $70 million in the past 6 months by leverage trading. Tells the full story. Go watch this video in its entirety. Go hit it with a like, a comment, a repost. Please, if you guys like the stream, if you appreciate what we do here, if you made some money, if you learned something, take the extra step. Click into my TikTok, go watch this new video, hit it with a like, comment, repost, save. If you guys all like this video, it's going to have over 100 likes on it, and it's going to go crazy viral. It's going to boost the signal for our stream, boost the signal for our community, and we'll be able to onboard and educate new people. Onboard and educate new people. So please go tap into that video. I'm ending the stream right now. Thank you so much.